Eyes up here, people. Hello, I just got home from the Hooterville. Brandon is playing golf. Air conditioner's on. You might hear some tunes in the background. Those are some lovely tunes. Yeah, it was a good day today. It was very basic. Nothing really exciting. Everybody's, I think, on the lake having some fun because we've been pretty, sorry, talk to you. We've been pretty slow. My regular comes in and gives me these. These are hand warmers, and I put them in the back of my shirt. And they feel so juicy because I'm always cold at that place. I think Brandon is home. I do hear him. He's gonna be so excited that I'm vlogging. Not really. Whoa, eyes up here, people. Let me just get everything organized, shall I? No, to be honest, I used to love the speedy rush of things in the restaurant business, but the older I get, it's just not worth it anymore, you know? And I don't know, you know, as you age, you kind of simmer down and calm down a bit. And maybe that's just what it is. I actually enjoy just the slow pace and calmness of things because I can control my anxiousness, my stress level. You know, when you're younger, we just pile on so many things into our day, into our life, and into our mind, and we just overwhelm ourselves and then wonder why we're so stressed, freaked out, can't sleep, always thinking, always having problems. And you know, I've honestly, this is the first time I've been talking to you in a long time. I put my camera away for a good few days, actually, almost a year. If you can hear Brandon yelling in the background, him and his buddies just got back from golf. But my whole point was, when you think you need to speed up in life, you probably need to slow down. And I didn't coin that myself. I was actually listening to some podcast. I don't know, it came on my feed. I love listening to inspirational stuff. That's why I'm always reiterating things that I've heard, and I just like to spread that type of stuff because I love just mental health, health in the body, health in the mind, soul, spirit, and such. But this one chick by the name of Kimmy Warmer, I think, she was a snorkeler or a fisherman diver, some type of that, national champion at one point. She went on to describe her story of growing up with her dad, and her dad was a fisherman, and that's how they ate. She grew up poor, or as what society would consider being poor, and she would have not even known that until she met society, because all she knew, being a young 5-year-old or however old she was, that all she needed in life was her family and her nature. She said that her best advice that she had received from her training in regards to scuba diving, snorkeling, and fishing, because she goes like deep sea diving, was when you feel the need to speed up, slow down. It actually helped her and saved her life at one point when she was deep sea diving and she came across a great white shark. Her initial thought was to freak out like anybody would do and start trying to paddle up to the surface and go crazy and yell out shark. But doing that, obviously she can't beat a great white shark swimming to the surface or swimming to someone to save her. Luckily, she had that mentality and she had that training from him. She ended up remaining calm, really trying to connect with the shark, as weird as it sounds, but it ended up helping her. The most beautiful thing happened. She's got footage of this where she started going closer towards the shark rather than pulling away, because she knew from spearfishing that when you pull away from the fish, they get curious and they want to come closer. So her and the shark had this little co-relationship kind of thing going on, curiosity thing. Who are you? What are you here for? And can I touch you? And she ended up playing with the shark, getting on its back. What is it, fin, tail, whatever it is, and riding the shark for a few bits. And then they just parted their ways. And she said that that moment right there changed her entire life and her perception in regards to her everyday life. She goes on to describe how later on in life, you know, she got all these deals and she ended up competing and winning the championship of whatever, diving, spearfishing, and such. And she wasn't happy because she ended up looking at fish as points rather than when she was younger. She looked at fish as food and as family time with her dad, because her dad would always go deep sea diving and get her fish that she wanted. She got to plan her own meals, and she thought it was cool that she could order anything off the menu and he would go and dive and get it for her. Anyways, she ended up slowing down with the speed of doing what she loved so much for money and publicity, rewards, and such. You know, big networks, all they wanted to do was use her for instance, Red Bull or energy drink commercials, and just use that footage for fame, them to gain more revenue. And she wanted to have more of an impact in this world, and that footage of her with the great white shark was far more sacred than just selling it out for the money. It benefited her far more than what any of that could have offered, because she felt complete and she got more deals from things that she thought were more rewarding. She used that footage for something that actually benefits society. I think now it's used for teaching people that are interested in the underwater world, helping people understand, you know, that world, how to treat animals, how to spearfish, how to snorkel, how to respect mammals, animals, creatures, and it's pretty cool. I will try to link that in the description below of her entire speech, because she did far more of a better job than what I'm doing right now. But anyways, yeah, that's what I'm gonna really try to focus on. That's my new saying, my new quote of the day, week. That's what I am going to be focused on. When I feel that I need to speed up, Crystal, slow down, because I'm one of those people where society has brainwashed me into thinking whenever you feel you need to back off, you need to push harder, you're weak if you back off. And that's totally the opposite. You probably need to take some time off. You probably need to reevaluate why you're doing whatever you're doing in the first place. Maybe you need a break just because you need to rest so you can have more energy, to have more zest in whatever you're doing, and be able to push whenever you can't push and you're physically exhausted. No matter what it is in your life, if you are pushed out, you are pushed out. You cannot push anymore until you take a break. And to be honest, when you think about it in regards to anxiety, whenever you feel that you can't breathe and you just feel this ball of energy, like you just want to scream, and it's very scary at the time, but if your initial reaction is to freak out even more, it doesn't help you, if that makes sense. It actually does the opposite. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this whenever I have a little panic attack or whatever it is. It just recently came up in the past, I don't know, a couple years. But if you have a lot of stress in your life, maybe take a little load off. Sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the hustle and bustle. It's just not worth the extra baggage. If it's something, for instance, money, and you can't keep up with your bills and it's freaking you out, like maybe don't buy extravagant things, or don't buy things that you can't afford. I mean, it's all basic stuff that we already know, but it seems like it's hard to do until you actually do it and you realize, wow, I don't have to live with these extravagant things, or wow, I really don't have to get so stressed out when someone tells me something that I know that they're wrong about. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like pick and choose your battles, and it's true. Pick and choose them, because not everything is worth getting irate about, getting upset about. If we don't carry Lone Star and that's your favorite beer and you wanted it, I mean, is it really worth getting all crazy about, you know? I don't know. That's just an example. Not that that happened or anything. But anyways, that's my motivation of the day. I really hope you did something great for your body today, and I really, really hope you at least could hear everything I said with the air conditioner in the background. And also, when you feel the need to speed up, take a second, slow down. Talk to you later.